Danika Watson, nurse practitioner. Today we are going to talk a little bit about potty training and constipation and how to combat that. Disclaimer, this is not medical advice, recommendations, or diagnosis. This does not take the place of a wild child check or a sick visit. If you have any questions, please see your pediatrician. So a lot of the times when children are potty training, they start to withhold. They are trying really hard not to have accidents, whether that is urine or bowel movements, and so they can sometimes withhold. They also run to the bathroom and they urinate just a tad, and then they want to go back and play. And this is so typical of every child that's potty training, and so they don't always empty their bladder. A few things can happen. You know, they can get a UTI when they're not completely emptying their bladder during this age. They can also get constipation because they are withholding that stool. That is probably the number one thing that happens is the constipation. And I want to, inform you that when your child becomes constipated, if you do not lose the whole stool burden, then the problem doesn't resolve. You can't lose, if they haven't gone to the bathroom in a few days and then all of a sudden, you're doing all the things and they go once, that doesn't mean you stop doing all the things that were recommended. You have to keep them going. You have to get stool burden completely gone, like almost where it goes from really hard to super soft, and then you can let up on your bowel regime. You just can't stop once that first stool burden is released. You've got to get it all out, almost to the point of diarrhea, okay? So just a little FYI. Now, when you have that backup of stool, if your child ever gets constipated, there is a higher chance they are going to get a UTI. So you've got to make sure you're pushing clear fluids through them during these potty training days. The increase in bowel size because of the stool that it's holding pushes on your bladder, and it doesn't allow your child to fully empty all the way. And so it holds that urine, and stagnant urine just has bacteria in it. So the more fluids you can push through them and the more regular you can keep their bowel regimen, the better they will be. But I just wanted to say, make sure that if your child ever gets constipated, that whatever you are told to do to help combat that you see it all the way through and you don't start, stop. It has to completely be evacuated before they can have complete relief and they can be over the constipation.